For me, the way my actual diagnosis came about is last year around, um, I'm going to say March of 2025 is when I was finally diagnosed. And I was finally diagnosed with Graves' disease. So before being diagnosed with Graves' disease, I actually had a flare up, of course, and that's when when I went to the emergency room for being extremely fatigued, feeling my body feeling extremely heavy. I couldn't hold my body up, being overheated, profusely overheated, sweating, and just common environments where it wasn't even hot. Um, Tremors that I couldn't control, and of course, just always hungry, always hungry. That was what I originally went into, and my provider told me. Then I was told then that I had an overactive thyroid. I had hyperthyroidism. That's what I was explained. Uh, After being told I had hyperthyroidism, I started to see my primary care doctor more. Then I was seeing my primary care doctor maybe about like every 2 to 3 months because now they were scheduling me for tests because they wanted to find out what was causing my thyroid to be overactive to produce excessive amounts. So then they scheduled me, and also at the same time I started having stomach trouble, a lot of stomach trouble. That I couldn't really understand why. And when I say stomach trouble, then I'm going to say that I was, my gosh, chronically constipated. I couldn't have a bowel movement for no reason at all. I later found out that it had a lot to do with my hormone levels related to my thyroid, of course, not being in stress. But like I said, I had extreme constipation. Then I had lower right abdominal pain at this also, which they were wondering if it could have been fibroids. But when they tested and I had my MRIs, and I saw a specialist for it, they told me I didn't have any fibroids. Basically, the muscle lining in my pelvis was basically being overworked. Again, stress related. So I went through a lot of tests and different things to find out exactly what was causing my thyroid to be overactive. At that time, I didn't realize that my overactive thyroid, at that time, I did not put two and two together. I just knew that I was really stressed out. But I didn't put two and two together to make it make sense that my overactive thyroid was because I was pushing myself too much. I did understand that I was really under a lot of stress and I was pushing myself a lot, but I did not relate the two just yet, of understanding that my overactive thyroid was because I was pushing myself so hard and so much. So from there, the way that they actually diagnosed me with Graves' disease is I had a thyroid. I don't want to say the wrong name because right now I can't remember the name of it, but I think it was called a thyroid uptake test. And when you hear the name, you don't think, it doesn't scare you. It doesn't scare you at all. But I can promise you that was the worst procedure ever. Worst procedure ever. They took a needle and stuck it directly into my neck. And it wasn't just the fact that they took the needle and stuck it into my neck. They jugged this needle around in my neck because they have to sample the thyroid to find out if it is cancerous or if I had any nodules on it. So I went through that torture, and the results came back that no, I didn't. It was not cancerous. It was, I just have overactive thyroid. So I thank God that it was not cancer, and I didn't have any. I did have a small nodule. That's why my specialist wanted to do the thyroid uptake, is what I think that it's called, is because I had a small nodule, but it was not malignant and it was not cancerous. Thank God for that. Yay! And so from there, I also saw a gastro doctor to find out if there were any issues with my stomach, to see if that was the issue. Went through the process with the gastro doctor. I didn't have any significant reasons to have the constant constipation, but eventually that calmed down as well once I was able to start calming down in general.